guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. I figured today I would just share a little tidbit about me so we can get better acquainted. I think I mentioned in an earlier video that I am a vegan, and that means that I don't eat anything that comes from animals, so I don't eat any meat or any dairy. If I was a really strict vegan, I wouldn't eat honey, but I am not a strict vegan in the slightest. I used to be a little more stricter in my practices, if you want to call them that. That seems like really formal and weird, but now I pretty much just don't eat meat. I was a vegetarian my freshman year of high school. I went vegetarian and was vegetarian for about 5 years or so, maybe 4 full years, and I went vegetarian solely because I have always wanted to lose weight as New Year's resolutions, and it's never really happened the way I wanted. And so I wanted a New Year's resolution that I could finally keep and stick with, and so I decided that I would just give up eating meat. And I did it, and I haven't gone back since. And that was literally in 2011, 2012 maybe. And so then my freshman year of college, my best friend at the time, who we're still really good friends now, she literally texted me one night out of the blue and was like, "Hey, I'm going vegan tomorrow, you should do it with me." And I was like, okay, sounds cool. And I'm a vegan now. I've been a vegan most of my college life, and I will say every now and again you will catch me with the occasional candy bar. I literally had a Kit Kat yesterday or 2 days ago. I sometimes eat biscuits that aren't vegan, like buttermilk biscuits, or sometimes I have a fake meat product that might have a little bit of egg white in it. There was this one time over Christmas break, I thought my body could handle it because I'd been eating a little bit of cooked milk and stuff, and I thought my body could handle eating stuffing for Christmas dinner. And we had 2 Christmas dinners. I had one with my grandparents and one at home with them. And we had homemade cornbread stuffing at home, and they had cornbread stuffing at my grandparents' house, home. And so I ate so much stuffing that day, and I haven't thrown up since the 2nd grade, and that's a lie now. I can say I literally threw up on Christmas Day. Because I ate so much of it and my body genuinely could not process it, and I've never felt so sick in all of my life. But yeah, I'm a really lazy vegan and my diet is honestly trash. I'm thicker than a Snicker, as they say, and so a lot of the stereotypes that I feel come with people thinking about, ooh, she's a vegan, don't apply to me. But I will say I have found that it has, helped my skin be clearer. I had a lot more energy when I first got into it. Now I just don't notice the difference. But it is I will say I lose a bunch of convenience in eating, mainly in eating out with friends. It just gets kind of difficult, and I'm not a big salad person, and so a lot of times the option for vegans and vegetarians is a salad in certain places. And so you get creative. I eat a lot of French fries and a lot of potatoes, but I try to eat a good bit of vegetables and fruits and things. I eat grains. I don't shy away from those. I find that they, if you eat them in moderation and ones that aren't super, processed, then you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. My grocery bill when I went vegan was a lot cheaper. I will say, as an adult who grocery shops for herself, I never purchased meat, but eliminating dairy out of my diet did save me a lot of money, because I loved eggs and I bought a lot of eggs, and I don't buy those now. You can find almond milk and milk, plant milks, for really cheap now. I buy a lot of produce, which people think is expensive, but if you buy in season and you know where to shop, it's really not that bad. I have to spend all my money on specialty items because that's how you get expensive groceries bills and you get into the stereotype of being a vegan is so costly. But if you just, eat right and eat foods that come from the earth and find creative ways to season them and prepare them, your grocery bills won't be expensive. They'll be so inexpensive, and you'll be so healthy, so healthy. I eat a lot of fried things, and I eat a lot of snack food, and yeah, it's not good for you. It's not good for your waistline, it's not good for your skin. Just it's not good for you. But I know like the weeks or the days that I eat like just strictly plants, like those days I always feel better. I don't feel bloated. Like I feel, you know, super just energized and ready to conquer the day. And so I'm not saying veganism is for everyone, and I'm not saying everyone should do it. It's really inconvenient if we're being honest, but I will say it has gotten easier, and I think it's gonna get easier as years progress. It's low-key very trendy, and people are realizing it's got many, many, many health benefits. I follow a lot of groups on Facebook that are about whole plant-based eating, which is basically just not eating anything processed, and some of the stories in there are miraculous. And it's almost, it's wild to think about the fact that food is pretty much the base of, like, you know, all diseases that we deal with in this day and age. But if you've ever considered, you know, vegetarianism, veganism, even pescatarianism, any of those isms of eating, definitely, you know, if you have questions, feel free to use me as a resource. Ask your questions in the comments below. You might as well subscribe and like while you're here, and I'll catch you guys next time.